Okay, the last one we were talking about was 3 minutes of starting right now. The last one we were talking about is sports. It goes with this shoe. So it makes perfect sense. You would get sports at the top and sports equipment. And it makes perfect sense that you'd get the word defense because some defenses are good and some are bad. They're kind of lined up here and they're defending each other. Now, when you hit the shoe, there's some really good ones in here. The Bruce's original work. Stomp makes perfect sense that if you understand that's where the elephants are because you hear them stomp their big heavy feet. So that's why you get the word stomp. When you hit the word shoe there, makes sense that you would camp on the mountains where we're going to get words related to outdoors and things. Now let's see jump. Let's see if we can figure out why jump goes where it did. Jumping. There it is. That frog is jumping. So I can see that sequence of the shoe plus go because he's jumping. So I see that sequence before I begin, and sure enough, it converts to the word jump, confirming I was correct. So that's the beauty of this is if you know the min-speak, understand the min-speak sequence of this goes with cross. The reason that's cross is because you see that arrow is getting you across the street, going to the right. And when you hit that shoe, this thing related to your foot, this one here is the word slide because that's where school is, and schools have slides, and you're not supposed to slide out of class or slide out of a term paper. So you hit the word shoe and you get the word creep. It makes perfect sense because that's where the shale is, and they are slow. So a creep would go with that. Get the idea. So anyway, there's just a few more of these. We'll do a few more. Kneel. So why is kneel right here? So you get the word kneel and kneeling. It ends up being that the word kneel comes from the word make, and that's cookie cutters for holidays, and God makes us. God made the world. So that's why we get our holidays there with the different holiday related words, which we'll get to in a little bit. But I just want to go over again. Sometimes it's really important that you know an earlier metaphor makes more sense on why something's where it is. So if you didn't know that this was the cookie cutters, then this is where we get words related to holidays and words like God. If you didn't know that, then it wouldn't make as much sense when you go to the things you do. Neil would make most sense that Neil would go there. That these things you do, what movement activities and sports and things like that. All right. So then we go to the next one over. I'm going to stay on this one just because I want to end my 3 minutes on this one. So the jump, the bounce, the cross, they already did all those. Did the creep, the swing. I don't want to tell you this one, but this family likes to swing together. Hopefully that mom and dad don't swing. But anyway, you get these different related words. When you hit some of these, you get the word walk. So the reason walk is where it is because nobody likes to walk. At least I don't like to take walks. It's not for me. I'm not a walker. All right, there's your next 3 minutes.